Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Monday. Today we're going to do something kind of fun and a little different. I know I talked last week about doing that Brawl event. That Brawl event has ended, but it was replaced by a new event, and that is the Festival of the Fae. So Magic Arena likes to do these kind of fun events every once in a while, and today's festival is called Standard Artisan. That is a format. This format is unique because you can't use any rares or mythics. This format is commons and uncommons only. So there's another format called Pauper that is just commons. This is, you can splash some uncommons in. So it's going to be very interesting for me to see kind of what decks people are playing when you have to take out the rares and mythics. A lot of the format right now is based on obviously like those rare planeswalkers and things like that. So this event is going to cause people to see things a little differently. So I'm interested to see what people have done with their decks. Now, personally, I have built a deck specifically for this. I already have a Boros deck. Boros is red and white. It is known for hitting really hard and really fast before people can kind of get their engines running and get their decks going. So I kind of stripped out a lot of the heavy hitters of that deck. I took out the rares and mythics, and I saw what I had left, and I kind of went online for some advice, and I pulled some bits and pieces that I think might be working really well in this format. Might not. I do want to say, last week I did a draft, and on the draft on the stream I played 3 games, and I lost 2 of them. I won 1, and I stopped the stream, and I won the next 4 in a row, which is silly. I wish I had captured those games. Maybe I'll have to start recording things I play after the fact. And then I did another draft because I was just trying to have some fun. So I did another draft and got a great draft hand. I had a great knight deck with lots of knights and removal. So it just goes to show how random, sometimes those card draws can be. And I probably just played bad. I looked back at my draft and I was like, why did I make some of those picks? So hopefully today I don't disappoint you guys out there watching me. So let's take a look. I want to show you the deck I'm going to be using today. I called it my Boros Artisan deck. So this is kind of the Boros deck I had before, but it's stripped down. So you're going to see a few cards, like still going to have a lot of those knights. This is one that I did not have in my Boros deck before, but you get him out earlier and you can pump him up, which is very important to me. He can become a really heavy hitter later in the game. Same thing with this red cap. So these 2 cards are a little similar. The difference here, this one has Mentor. Mentor can power up the guys that attack with me, which is pretty cool. Number one, some of these double cards. I needed something to get rid of creatures, and there's not a lot of options. I could have put some shocks maybe in here, but I wanted to kind of have some options, some flexibility. So this is the card I'm really counting on right here. This is my Sky Knight Vanguard. This is my ace in the hole. So we'll see. Whenever it attacks, it creates a 1/1 white soldier. So this thing only costs 2. If I can get it out quickly, maybe I'll have a chance here. Now, I fully expect to still see a lot of control decks. You can make a pretty good control deck that is just commons and uncommons. I think mono red is still a big contender here. Now, something interesting you'll see here in a second when I go to actually start this event. There's a few cards that have been banned. So some of the most popular deck lists we can't use right now. So you'll see over here, these cards have been banned out of this format. So Cauldron Familiar, the one that the little cat that comes into play and causes you to lose life, is out. So you can't build a Witch's Oven Cauldron Familiar deck. Thank goodness I won't be playing against any of those. And Cavalcade of Calamity, which I have a deck that I've been slowly tweaking. It's at a point right now where it is actually a very functional deck. I've taken it into ranked play, and I've crawled up to silver. I'm almost to gold with that deck. But I can't build a deck based around that for today either. And these are the prizes you're going to see. A lot of these are like skins or alternate art. Now, I really like these promos, these cosmetic promos for some of these adventure cards. I love this cool art design. I would love to have all of my adventure cards done in this. So, Kira asked, how long does this that process generally take? The process of like refining a deck if that's what you're asking. I mean, just kind of every time you play, you kind of start to realize what's working and what's not working. And a deck is kind of shaped by what's called the meta. The meta is the decks that other people are playing. Right now in Throne, there is a lot of artifacts, and when I first started playing that Cavalcade deck, I had nothing to deal with artifacts. So like the format kind of shifts. I needed more burn spells, stuff to actually get cards out of the game so they can't be brought back to life. So that deck is kind of formulating itself as I play it. I really like it. I might bring it back and do another stream by just playing that deck, so you guys can see kind of how it's changed. Also, I really want to do an Oko deck. If you guys aren't familiar, Oko is this card that's probably going to get banned because he is just too good. The memes for this guy are hilarious, and please share your best Oko memes in the comments because this is my life right now. I love this guy. So he might get banned. They just recently banned another card, Fields of the Dead. So the meta is changing constantly, the decks people are playing, and so you have to kind of tweak your decks to go with that, which is why I like playing these events, because the meta is completely different. First of all, you can't use any of those rares or mythics, and you can't use some of these specific cards here. So I'm going to enter into the event. Now you've got two ways always to enter events. I know you kind of can't see a little bit of this here, but you can always enter with the gems that you can earn or the coins you can earn. Gems are a little harder to earn. Usually you have to buy them or win those gems by playing in tournaments. It doesn't look like there's any gems available for victory today. We're just going to be competing for these special skins. So no gems today, so you're spending gems that you might not get back this time. Or you can accumulate coins just by playing the game. So that's kind of cool. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and enter in. We're going to choose my deck. Now, it automatically tells you which decks you can't use. I can't use this deck because it has 51 rares and uncommons. I think every card in this deck is a rare and uncommon, which is kind of funny. Actually, that's a lot. But it's telling you how many cards in the deck don't work. So, however, this deck was built specifically for this purpose. So we're going to jump in with this deck, and we're going to see how we do. Now, in between matches here, you can come in with a completely different deck. You can change around your deck for the situation and see. This is also a standard format. So we're going to be playing with only cards from this current set, the last set that was released earlier this year, and the 2020 core set that just came out. It came out at the end of the year. It goes through the entire next year until 2021 will come out at the end of next year. So, all right, I get unlimited options to win 5 times, which is nice. So I should win 5 times. I hope I win 5 times on the stream. We'll see. I'd love to hear what you guys watching. I see you guys watching, not leaving comments, but I see you watching. I'd love to hear what kind of artisan decks you're planning on building if you're doing this event, because these events are really cool. They kind of keep the game fresh. For me, at least, I like to compete in the tournaments. What do we have here? 2 tournament grounds. Actually, that's not bad. Normally, this is a bad hand, but I have almost every card I drew here is a knight, and I can get these inspiring veterans out ASAP. Hopefully, I'll draw 1 more mana to get this Skylight Legionnaire, and I can even play this Goblin Knight on the first turn. So I am definitely keeping this hand. Crazy, no basic mana. Normally, you do not want to keep a starting hand if there's no basic mana, but this is pretty good. I'm actually digging this. I'm interested to see what my opponent has got brewing up here. So, all right, obviously, I want to throw out that guy really quick. He doesn't have haste, so he's not doing anything right now. And I can't use the tournament grounds to use his ability. You'll see his ability costs 1 colorless and 1 red. All right, we got black. All right, so let's see. I can get that inspiring veteran out. I do want to do that. So let's just get this guy out, boost my red cap there, and not much he can do with just 1 mana. If he doesn't play anything, we'll see. He's going to have some creatures that come out. Oh, black-white. Okay, yep, there we go. So he's got his Death Touch guy. I'm fine with this. I don't care if I lose my red cap here. I'm going to make him make the decision. Death Touch can kill anyone, no matter what they have. So we're going to throw this Legionnaire out. He's got haste. Nothing he can do about this. So I'm definitely swinging. Now, I'm putting it in his hands if he wants to lose that Wintermore Commander. This guy's pretty great for white-black Orzhov because he's equal to the total number of knights. So I have a red-white knight deck. He has a black-white red. Oh, he's going full like Mardu here. So we'll see what happens. Like, this is a very popular deck in the format right now. But without rares and uncommons, I don't know what he's going to put in to adapt to this. It's kind of interesting. I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll see what he does. He might have something to surprise me. He's probably surely going to have some board white. Actually, he has nothing. So, obviously, he has nothing because he saw me. I had 3 knights out already on turn 3, including my flyer. He didn't really have anything he could do to deal with that. A lot of times, instead of just playing a game out when you know you're going to lose, you can kind of look at your hand and you can say, okay, I can't beat what he's played. I'm just going to quit. I mean, it's nice. It just stops people from playing these prolonged games where, like, you know you're going to lose. And I earn my rewards. Like I've been saying, you can earn rewards just for playing the game. XP earns you new cards. Like, you get free packs just for playing. I'll open that pack later. So, and I got my cool little cosmetic art. So that couldn't have gone better for me. But we'll see if this keeps up. This is why I like these heavy-hitting decks. I know I see in the comments... right, Kyle, exactly. Like, get as many creatures as you can out fast, put a lot of pressure on them, and that's it. Like, yeah, the more creatures you can get out. So this is okay, actually. This is still okay. I'm not going to have any first turn play here because this is going to come into play tapped, like it says. But I'll gain a life. I'll have some turn 2 plays. My opponent goes first, so maybe I'll actually draw a mountain. This is actually worth keeping. It's not the best hand for this deck. Actually, what you saw last game was a pretty optimal hand. And I see blue. This is either going to go blue-green Simic or he's going to be doing some control here. Judging from the Pteramander that's out here, I'm guessing he's going to be playing a lot of instants and sorceries. So, all right, throw this out, gain my life. Next turn I can start playing some of these cards. So, in the meantime, he's just going to be able to fly over my head and keep popping me for some damage. Oh, blue-red. So, yeah, we're going to do Izzet. We're going to do a lot of spells. He's going to burn through a lot of my creatures. This is going to become a game of, can I play creatures faster than he can burn them down? Is one of these a knight? Yeah, one of these is a knight. So, I can play both of them. So, I'll use my tournament grounds specifically to play that guy right there. And I'll use this as a red to play my Banneret. So, okay. My first turn suffered, but my second turn's not bad. And I'll be able to throw out... Yeah, there's that shock. Yeah, I mean, I've got my own flyers. I've got my Skylight Legionnaire, who's a 2-2 versus his 1-1. However, he is going to be burning everything I've got. Oh, a Saheeli deck. This was a popular deck, actually, for... why can't I think of the name of it now? Pauper. This was a popular Pauper deck that used, or a Singleton, sorry, that uses only 1 card of every type. So do I want to give my Knight here an extra 1-1, or do I want to get my Flyer? Let's get my Flyer out. So I don't really like this Planeswalker. This thing sucks, so I'm just going to try to burn it down as fast as possible. However, when he starts getting these Planeswalkers, he's sucking away damage that I would be playing against him. See, every time he does this, every time he casts a spell, he gets to create one of these little servos. I had a deck based around Saheeli. When the rotation happened, it just wasn't exactly what I wanted to play, so I scrapped the whole thing. I might go back in one of these episodes and actually rebuild that deck. Kind of talk about design and things like that. So, all right, he did keep this guy alive to block here. He doesn't have enough mana to adapt that, so I think I've got some options here. All right. Heraldic Banner is one of my favorite cards for a Knight deck. I get to choose a creature type. All of these creatures come into play with +1 damage, and it's going to produce a mana. So not only do I get to play that, I can use it to immediately play this Inspiring Veteran. So, yes, he can interfere with this stuff, but he's going to have to sacrifice things to do so. I don't mind. Either way here, I win. He's going to either lose his little artifacts, he's going to lose his flyers, or he's going to take damage. In this case, he threw out his flash. Flash cards could come out like instants, but he's not doing enough damage to kill anything. So that's good. I'm actually okay with that. And I've still got intervention here. I do have 4 mana, so I can deal with something. Luckily, if he uses this Planeswalker's ability now, it'll kill it. It takes 2 counters to use and it has 2 counters left. So, all right, he is going to use it, and he's going to kill off his... What? I don't know what he just did. I was too busy talking. I wasn't paying attention to what was actually happening. Oh, Beacon Bolt. Okay. I was not even looking. I was literally too busy thinking about what I was going to do next. So, I could give this guy +2/+2, but I actually don't like this Electromancer giving him free stuff. So let's just pop him out with Intervention. Goodbye. I gain 3 life. And I like this Venerable Knight. It's going to give me some options here. So I don't have anything to pump him up with. If I attack now, he's just going to kill it. So let's just send my flyer over here. Let's get rid of that Planeswalker once and for all, because that thing is annoying. Granted, he's probably just going to play another one, but it's going to take mana to do that, and, you know, I'm okay with my positioning right now. This is definitely a far more interesting fight than that last one. And I drew nothing. All right, but I don't want to lose my Weasel back either. I am okay with losing my Knight. If I can lose my Knight, if he blocks the Knight, this Weaselback will get a +1 counter, and he'll become a little tougher. Oh, he did have enough to... Oh, well. I didn't notice him having the mana for that. So that was stupid of me. I don't think I can do anything to stop that. He's going to kill my Skylight Legionnaire. Should have dealt with him earlier, but that's fine. My Venerable Knight is still going to die, which means my red cap is going to get the bonus. That's really what I wanted. I can really pump him up next turn. So we'll see what happens. He still has this Beacon Bolt. I don't like it. That was a stupid move. If I could go back in time, I don't know what I was thinking. Because now he just has this 5/5. I really should have used that intervention. I should have taken out the Pteramander with that, but I wasn't thinking clearly. All right, well, I have nothing to use this on, so I might as well just play him, but it's not great. I don't know. Let's hold off. I really don't like my situation here. Yeah, I know. I frustrating, but it's what happens. If I had had this guy in my hand last round when that fight happened, I could have killed that Pteramander. Instead, it's just going to keep pummeling me for 5 damage every turn. He's probably going to just do 6 here. So I've got roughly 2 turns left. So maybe I draw something here that saves my life. Some burn might be nice. Another flyer, something that can... Yeah, I can't do anything about that. If I can get another flyer out, I'm in really good shape. And actually, not bad either. This is going to remove something from the game. So let's just get rid of this Pteramander. Now that I know I kind of have some help, I'm going to throw this Knight out. I'm just going to... There's no point in giving a creature plus whatever, so... he's a 4/1. He can't block. Of course, another one. He's going to be able to adapt that, and it's going to come into play, so... Let's see what I draw here. Hey, look at that. Our Rimrock for my Rimrock. So either he's going to block this Rimrock and he's going to lose his Pteramander. I'm okay with that happening. I'm really okay with him blocking here. He's not going to. All right, that's fine. I was really hoping he would. We'll see. And here he goes with, yeah, so I've only basically got 2 turns left. What's up, Jeremy Howard? I'm watching you while I'm showering. That's terrifying. I'm kind of scared. All right, so he's going to come in with this. He's going to do 6 more damage. I've got 1 turn left. One turn to do 16 damage. I don't know. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I made some terrible mistakes. I really wasn't paying enough attention. Too busy talking. Jeez, he is just drawing into every single one of those Terramanders. I've drawn into one flyer. I think it's definitely too late for this. I can do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could do 8 to him. Not enough. I could kill that. Yeah, I'm definitely dead. So, whatever. Let's just see what happens. I'm going to attack with him. Maybe he'll block with something and I can... He didn't. So this is going to give me 3 life. But it's not enough. Because he's doing 10 here. And it's all flying. So, that's exciting. Alright, well I'm going to call that one. Because there's nothing I can do about those flyers. Yeah, thanks Ashley. You can play me off. Play me off the stage here. It happens. I just got outplayed that time. I mean, you can't win them all, you know. I wish you could. Man, 100% win rate sounds pretty good right now. But, you know, I'll take what I can get. And I'm still pretty happy with how the deck performed. I just made a really stupid mistake. I don't know why I wasn't thinking about that Terramander. I know he can do that as an instant. He can do that little evolve. Yeah, okay. This is fine. 2 of these in my starting hand. I don't have the mana to play them, but the way last game went, I liked it. I really needed those. So I'm going to keep it. Probably, if this was a tournament play, I'd probably actually get rid of this. But for what I'm doing here, it's not that bad. I actually don't mind getting this. As long as he doesn't kill the knight now, which I don't think he can. All right, well, there goes my... Yeah, I knew he was going to get rid of that. Luckily, I had 2, so 1 survived. Neither one of these things have haste, so the best thing I can do is buff up this guy. 3 damage on turn 2 is not bad. So, Jeremy Howard asks an interesting question. Is there a tutorial on how to play this game? Yes, the first time you load in Magic Arena, it's going to talk you through a tutorial. If you've never played Magic before, it's actually going to teach you how to play Magic, period, from the beginning. It's going to give you some very basic starting decks to play, and then it's going to kind of make you play through a certain number of games before it starts giving you more advanced decks. So if you've never played a game of Magic before, you can start with Arena. As far as how it's different from the basic game, it's not. I mean, this game has every functionality. Oh, that thing is scary. And it's hexproof. I can't get rid of it, but I can just attack around it. Like, I'm not super worried about it. I don't care what he kills here. Maybe I don't want to attack with my veteran. Yeah, let's just do that. He's going to kill something. I don't care. Probably this Skylight Legionnaire. But either way, he's taking 5 damage. Oh, he's going to go after that guy. That wasn't a great decision for him. Sorry, Jeremy, I got distracted from your question. So yeah, the reason I'm really digging Arena over playing regular Magic is, first of all, everything is super automated, and it has great graphics. It's a lot of fun to play. They just make the entire experience satisfying, from the music to the sound effects and everything. So yeah, it's just, for me, I can play it from home. I don't have to drive anywhere. I don't have to worry about sorting cards. Everything is digital, and it's free. He's using all his mana to counter my spells and not play anything. I'm fine with that. I can't, so I'm going to get him down to 3 here. I'm not going to risk my veteran. But if he blocks either one of these, he dies. So I'm okay with that. I really actually kind of wouldn't mind if he blocks one. That kind of gives me the freedom to conclave whatever comes next. There we go. Oh, that was really smart. Well played. Hard to keep the pressure up now when I'm down, but whatever he sends, this thing doesn't have lifelink or anything, so he can't really do anything to me. But man, does that death hexproof really mess me up. However, If only this thing had haste. I think he's going to be in a really tight spot. Oh, he has another creature. This one I can get rid of with the Tribunal, and I will. Unfortunately, it doesn't have haste. I'm interested in what he does. It's 20-4. I mean, he doesn't have a ton of options here. I've made comebacks from this, and I've seen other players make comebacks like this. So let's see. Let's throw out my Venerable Knight, and then we're going to conclave out that Brineborn Cutthroat, unless he counters this. And that gets it a 1/1 counter. Yeah, of course. Counter target spell, whatever. I'm going to attack with my guy here. He's free to block it, but he's going to lose whatever he blocks with. Watch him flash something out. That thing doesn't have flash. Whatever that card is left in his hand. Yeah, let's kill that Cutthroat now before he becomes a real problem. Man, he has every answer. It's frustrating. He's drawing into answers left and right, and another one of those. But he's at 4. And neither one of these things has any kind of life gain, so I'm okay with this. Just keep whatever. I've got a few turns. Okay, well, that doesn't really help me since I can't do anything about my knight here. Which sucks. These Nightveil Predators are rough. Yeah. He's going to get rid of that. All he's got in his hand is 1. I just need to do 4 damage. But I've only got 1 turn to do it in. And I did not draw. If I had drawn the dwarf, so I'm going to do 2 and then I'm going to die. I did not draw my dwarf. He got way luckier with his draws than I did. Like, literally, he had an answer for every single thing I did. It's a little frustrating sometimes, just like in regular Magic. It's like, really, like, he happened to have the Hypnotic Sprite in his hand to counter that spell. Like, really, it can be frustrating. Like, I didn't draw into anything that boosted my guys, or I didn't draw into any of my interventions or any of my creature removal. So I'm just sitting there watching as it happen. I really can't do anything about it. I had talked earlier about the Sky Knight Vanguard being my ace in the hole, but I can't get him out into play. Finally, I think I can get him out into play. This might be the first time I've actually gotten to use that. Looks like white-green over here. Not something you see a lot of, like the Selesnya possibility here. A lot of life gaining and enchantments and things like that. So, yeah, Kyle, I try. Oh, white, green, blue. I don't know. I don't know what he's got here. That's nice. Okay. Hopefully I draw into another actual land. I still got 2 mana and a bunch of things that cost. This will be nice. With blue, I'm again worried about control. Control decks are like the most popular thing, and they drive me crazy. Control decks just make the game go so long. Great. He's got a defender deck. He's going to play the guy that gives everything with defender. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. It is what it is. I'm not the most worried about this because I think I can be faster than him. Which is what I really need to be. I just need to be fast and keep the pressure going. He must have something in his hand. It only pauses like this when he has something he could possibly play. I don't know what that costs 1 blue mana that he has. Oh, I guess he actually has 2 potential mana. Tap any untapped creature. So I need to keep in mind all of his creatures are potentially mana generators now. Yeah, he's gonna block it, but I'm not really worried. He's doing 0 damage, so anything that he blocks is gonna live. If he tries that next time, I can use my Rimrock Knight and actually kill it. I would love to surprise kill that Caretaker and get it off the field. That mana generation is powerful. What does we got here? Put a card from graveyard on the bottom of its owner's library. He's just waiting to play that card that turns all of these things into attackers. He doesn't have it yet. But he'll get it. So let's throw this out. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna... Let's just try to be quick about this. There's no point in even attacking with that. Whatever he blocks with, it's going to block for 0. But I'm going to do 5 damage here. Amazing to me that he is still at 15. But I can use these soldiers. When these things start turning into creatures that can attack and beating on me, I can use these soldiers to defend. He's taking his time with this. He might not get that card out before I just... smash him. We'll see here. So before I play another card, let's see what happens here, because I want my options, because I'm definitely going to attack with some things. And I want to kill some of these walls. One of these has indestructible, right? So, or can gain indestructible. He doesn't have 5. So I'm actually going to attack with all of these things. And let's see what he decides to do. He's got lots of mana, which scares me a little bit. I don't know what his plan is here. At least for something that's uncommon or whatever. So he's defending this with that. So this thing would die. Alright. What do I want to kill the most? I definitely want to kill... that thing has reach, so I definitely want to kill that and get it out of the way. So I do want to kill the thing with reach. And I want to pump this guy up. I can only pump him up once. It's not going to be enough to kill him. Still worth it. This thing has reach. It could really mess with me in the future. Root Snare. Prevent all combat damage dealt this turn. Well, that works for him. Let me waste my Rimrock Knight. But you know what? I'm gonna just play him during my second main phase here. So nothing is doing any damage thanks to that Root Snare. That was nice. But I'm gonna put this Knight out, and I'm gonna put this... So he's basically got like another turn or so. I've got a lot of creatures. Kyle, I couldn't agree more. However, that defender is kind of annoying. He has not drawn his... So he's probably feeling that same frustration I felt last game when you just don't draw the thing you need to draw. So he's got nothing in his hand, so there's literally no reason for me not to just attack with everything. Because I think I can kill him. He can block 4 of these things. I think I can kill him. At least if I don't kill him, I'm going to do a lot of damage and kill a bunch of his creatures, which means he won't be able to come back and attack me later. So we'll see how he decides to divvy up this damage. He's got 1, 2, 3, 5 untapped. So enough to make this guy indestructible, which, of course, that's what he does. I don't want to pump my guy up until he decides what he's doing. Yeah, blocking this, of course. I mean, he can only block 4 of my creatures. I think I might have him. We'll see. So, Rimrock Knight's going to kill him. He'll survive. Is he not going to block the goblin at all? And I should have powered the goblin up before I attacked so that he does his mentor. But I really wanted a surprise hit with him. But I'm not going to get it, so let's just power him up a bunch. Keep giving him a +2/+0. I can do this as many times as I want. It was kind of stupid for him to let that guy go, so that might be his downfall. I don't know. Down to 1. So either he draws his big, powerful, turn all my defenders into attackers card, or he doesn't. Either way, he can't kill me. Even if he attacks with all these creatures, he can do 16 damage. Oh, he did draw it. Congratulations. However, he doesn't have enough he only has 2 things to attack with, so he's going to do 10 to me. This is what he's been waiting on probably this entire game. It lets his creatures... So I don't know what else. He's got nothing in his hand. He's at 1 health. I don't know why he's even making this a thing. He should just... Yeah. Look at that. -21. If he had drawn that earlier, it would have been a different story. I had a lot of health, so I think I could have been okay. We'll see. All right, what did I win here? I get a new card. Every so often, they just give you cards, which is kind of nice. Because I'm not paying for any of these cards. I'm just earning them by playing the game. So, Rumbling Ruin. I'm never going to use him, but I'm glad to have him. And I got my next cosmetic for the Beanstalk Giant. This is really cool. I really like the way these adventure cards look. In fact, these promos, I would almost like to collect the paper versions of these cards just to have them because they are just neat. Some of these look like artwork that you could even hang on your walls. I mean, they're very impressive. I've got to say, I'm very impressed by them. So, all right, well, so far so good. I mean, I've won more than I've lost tonight, that's for sure. I love playing Boros, though. Before the rotation, when I was playing earlier, I had a Boros deck that did really well for me in competitive. 3, I've got a lot here, sure. Whatever, I'll keep it. I don't have a lot of my, I don't have my bolstering cards or anything, but I've got enough. Yeah, I've got enough to do some damage with. Of course, I'm playing a blue deck. Again, more control. I just hate it. I hate control decks. It's just like, control decks operate by saying, okay, no, you can't play that. You can't play that. I'm taking that away from you. It's like I'm taking the game and like, yeah, see, it's just not fun for me to play against them. Because they're just boring to play against, I think. You just sit there getting yourself denied every turn. There's like nothing you can do about it. All right, well, I could attack, but it's going to do nothing, so I might as well... no, even with a 2-2, it wouldn't do anything. So, I could theoretically use both of these integrities to pump him up. Man, he is milling me like crazy here. Milling is a term for getting rid of the top card from your deck. Oh, there goes all my... Look at all these great cards I already have in my discard pile. It's very frustrating. He's just going to try to burn me out as best he can here. This is very frustrating. These decks are not fun to play against. Yeah, but if I can get my flyer out, none of these things have reach. So I can start hitting him over the top without him being able to do anything about it, which is good. That's what I like to hear. If I can do this fast enough, I can stop him from building his combo, whatever it is he's trying to build. Oh my goodness. More mill. Just keep on milling me, dude. Nothing to attack me with. But he's getting rid of all my great cards. There's one of my inspiring veterans. All right. It's time for my banner. I've had great luck with this banner before. Oh, he's playing a flying creature. It's a 1/1 though, so let's see what he decides to do here. He's potentially going to block me. We'll see. Or not. Well, you know what? Let's just boost him. I want to do that extra damage. Put some pressure on him. Make him start to sweat when he gets a little low. So, all right. Let's see what he actually plays. If he plays something. All right. Well, that's good. All right. So, this guy's got Mentor. So I can pump him up to a 4, which means I can now put a counter on another creature that attacks with him. So, he and he are both going to attack, and because of the rules of Mentor, he's going to put a +1/+1 counter on this guy. So, this will be nice. And if this guy blocks, I can pop him with the integrity, which he is going to do. So I will make sure that my goblin stays alive, which is nice. I'm very happy with that. Because he's losing that sailor, he no longer has anything to block me coming from the sky. And next turn, if he doesn't play another creature, well, he can block all 3 of these, but I'm going to kill all of his walls. Hey, Dean. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. We're in the middle of this Fairy Festival, Fae Festival event right now. Playing this artisan deck, which I actually really like this deck. I might consider, putting those rares back in and playing this deck again, because this has been really great. So now I got to get this guy higher than a 4 if I want to mentor again. So I have to do this once, and then I'll do it again here in a second. So now that he is higher than 4, he can mentor. So when he attacks now, actually I'm going to attack with these 3 things, because if he blocks, let's give this guy +1. If he blocks either one of these with his walls, they're dead. If he doesn't block, he's dead. So he's kind of in a lose. Oh, that stupid flash card. That means my Goblin Baronet is probably dead, but he served his purpose. 2 of them. He could kill both of these guys. However, he's still going to take 5 damage and lose both of his flyers. Is he going to do it? He's not going to do it. He's not going to kill the other red cap. He wants to save his flyer, which means I could pump this guy up and kill that wall. Boom. All right. He's not looking so hot right now. If I can draw another intervention, I've got 4 of them in this deck. So if I can draw another one, unless he made me discard some, I wasn't super paying attention. I know you can't see it because it's behind me, but you can look at your deck and you can see how many cards you have in your deck. I have 35 cards left in my deck, and he's making me burn 4 more cards. I know that is kind of difficult to see. That might be something I need to rethink about. But he made me just burn another Sky Knight Vanguard and my Rimrock Knight. However, oh, look at that. I have another one. So things aren't going to be looking so great for him in the future. So let's... Oh, there he goes. He finally quits. Finally, he looked at my board state and said, I can't beat that. I think I actually had him a while ago. It just took him a few minutes to realize that. So awesome. I still get my rewards just for playing, and I got my Order of Midnight. This is the one I really wanted because I'm actually using the Order of Midnight in some of my decks. So that's definitely going to see a lot of play. That is awesome. Look at that. I mean, just look at that, guys. It is a work of art. I love it. I love the frames and everything. All right, so I still have a couple more wins to go. I've won 3. Let's see if I can win all 5 before the stream ends. Let's see. A couple questions coming in. Any ideas on changes I would make to this deck? I don't know, actually. I really am liking it. Now, if I was going to take this outside of Artisan, then for sure, there are definitely some red-white Boros cards I'd like to see in here, and some Planeswalkers, especially the red dwarf that gives all your creatures, they do 1 extra damage or 2 extra damage. I cannot remember that guy's name. I would love to see him in here, but he is a rare, or maybe even mythic, so I can't use him. And to answer Jeremy's question, why do people quit? It's just kind of an honorable, respectful thing to do. If you know you're going to lose, if you look at your hand and you say, there's just no way I'm going to win this, a lot of people will quit rather than making their opponent keep playing them. So there's 2 real reasons. First of all, no one, you don't want to drag the game out. No one wants the game to drag out. And second, you're going to lose anyway. So you might as well just call the loss, get on to your next game. If I only have an hour to play Magic, I don't want to spend that hour in a game I know I'm going to lose when I can quit, take the loss anyway, and then maybe win my next one. So you'll see it a lot. They also call it scooping in physical Magic. Somebody will look and be like, okay, you've got me, and they'll just call it. They'll concede, basically. I mean, when you see that you've got a bunch of flyers and you're looking at your hand and you've got just lands and you have no answer for it, just quit. It's kind of like going out on your own terms, right? So I see people do it. I do it. This is what I don't like right here. So when people are like, oh, I don't know. They're just either they have nothing, so they just try to burn the clock out. I just don't like when people let the clock go on. Fairy Miscreant. Nice. It's just a 1/1. I'm not super afraid of it, but he's letting the clock burn. He's not taking any actions here. Very frustrating. So hopefully I answered your guys' questions there, and that makes some sense. Hey, I haven't drawn this card yet. This is pretty nice. It just basically stops anything the opponent has from blocking. I could have used this a couple games ago, so I can just basically pop in and do whatever I want, and they can't stop me. So I'll save this. I'm not sure I'm going to need it against this guy, though, because he doesn't seem like he has a lot. He has 1 white mana. I'm not sure what he can play here. Either he sacrifices his fairy or he takes 4 damage. He's taking the 4. Hey, more power to him. I'm okay with that. And if I could do 15 damage, I would just play that Cosmotronic Wave. As soon as I draw 1 more mana, I probably would just drop this and then boom. This is really great against decks that use a lot of 1/1s. You've got decks that make a lot of tokens and things like that, and you're just, boom, burn them all away, which is nice. I don't know. He's not doing anything. He's just kind of chilling. Sometimes people do. They just waste your time. They just sit there and think. I swear some people do it to be petty. I really do swear that. Like, all right, so he's going to get to draw a card since this is his second one. He might have a counter spell now. We'll see if he wastes it on something silly like my Venerable Knight. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's not too early to play this if I draw another land. I didn't draw another land. So, okay. Let's see if he burns it on my Sky Knight Vanguard, if he has the counter. We're going to find out. This is a good way to test the water. Like, really, I don't care if he counters it or not. Like, he's in a pretty bad situation regardless right now. Even though he does have flyers, they're just little 1/1s. Oh, he's doing it again. We call it delay a game. If you delay the game too long, that's what that little countdown you see. If you do it too long, you forfeit. So you can't just make the other player wait forever. But I swear it's like a little petty thing. Like, he's either going to counter or not. He's not really taking this long to think about it. If he has a timeout, it'll automatically use his timeout here. Otherwise, he'll just pass. Oh my gosh. Well, so how's everybody doing? Got anyone from the West Coast watching after work? All right, so he's done. He passed. So theoretically, he could gang up on any one of these and kill me. If he does, well, he timed himself out, so he's basically, he didn't get a chance to respond to that. Yeah, he's just not playing. I swear it's got to be petty. Either that, like, so when I'm playing sometimes, I know I have a 1-year-old at home. So sometimes there is like, oh shoot, like he wakes up from a nap or something, and I go run grab him, bring him back here, and give him a bottle or something, or feed him while I'm finishing. Not so much bottles anymore, but that's what I used to do, is sit here and nurse him while I played Magic with a bottle. He would like just lay here. Now that he's 1, he won't just lay here and watch me play Magic anymore. It's I miss it already. Now he wants to tap on the keyboard and grab on the mouse and pull on it. So for those of you who have kids, you probably understand. His new favorite thing is playing with the Xbox controller while I'm playing Xbox. He's figured out he can take a second controller and press the power button, and then when he does that, it makes me it messes with my game. So all right, whatever. I'm doing this wave. Whenever this goes through, unless he counters, he's dead either way, and he knows it. That's why he's just sitting here, wasting all of our time. Thanks for tuning in, viewers, to this snooze fest of watching this guy burn down the clock. If you do this and you're watching, this is me judging you. This is my judging face. But, while I'm waiting, let me talk about what I have coming up. So I really want to do some matches against other Magic Arena players. So that is something I want to line up. I know Andrew from Board Game Quest is a big Magic Arena player. And I know several other industry professionals or people that are just fans of the show. Now it doesn't matter, dude. It's too late. It's too late. He's dead. Some other people that are fans of the show that want to come on and play against me. So I'd love to do some of that. I'd love to do some one-on-one Magic. Get someone else in here in the other corner and like play through our decks together and talk through that. So, ooh, Blood for Bones, nice. All right, I got my Giant Killer, another great piece of art. 9 minutes left for the stream, unless I go over a little bit to get the coolest one, the Brazen Borrower. Let's do it. Let's see if I can get one more win. I've actually had some really good success with this deck. Boros is reliable. That's one thing I like about these aggro decks is you don't have to, mid-range decks, you can get punished a lot early on. I have 2 mana, and I can play almost everything in my hand. I just can't play anything on the first turn, and that's fine. I'm actually okay with that. All right, 9 minutes. Can I win this fight, or is it going to be a prolonged drag out? We'll see. Depends on what kind of deck he's playing. And if I lose, I lose. It would be unfortunate not to have won 5 times for you guys, but sometimes these things happen. All right, so let's throw this guy out, and I can play the Venerable Knight. This Soulmender is super annoying. Considering he can just wait till the end of my turn, gain his life, and then still use it to block me. And it's a 1/1, so we can kind of ping at these guys and do some damage to them. Oh, awesome. This is going to be something I have to deal with right away. I really have to deal with because he's about to really gain some life here. Awesome. Oh, well, let's see what happens. However, what this does mean is he's probably not going to block this knight because he's not going to want to lose either one of those creatures. So this should be a free... Oh, I forgot about that power. It doesn't matter. Whatever. He's going to kill the knight, which is really what I wanted. So I could throw this counter up here onto the Sky Knight Vanguard. Boom. Anything to power up my flyers because that Pride Mate is going to get really annoying. I used to play a deck like this. Yes, Pride Mate is super annoying because here's what's going to happen. He's going to keep putting counters on this thing and whatever. Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Except it doesn't have trample. So I can just keep throwing my little guys in front of it. Once I get this guy to attack, yes, I will throw my little guy out in front of it. I don't care. Poor little guy. I wish I had another mana though. So really, let's just do this and this and get some more little guys out. I don't want to do this. I really want to play my other Sky Knight. But for now, until I get another mana, I'd rather feel more comfortable. And he's going to block it with the Orator, of course, and kill it, but it's fine. I'm still doing 2 off the top. But I'm going to need to really step up my game and do some serious damage because this deck is a life gaining. Look at all this life he's gaining. Super frustrating to play against one of these decks. Destroy target creature. I swear he put black in just to play that. Alright, he's got a 5/5. I'm going to block it. I really wish I had more mana here. This is... If I don't draw another mana here, I'm in real trouble. Oh my gosh, I didn't draw another mana. Yeah, this might be a quick loss, actually, for me. He got really lucky. He got both Soulmenders, the Order, and the Pride Mate out right away. I mean, like, right away. That's crazy. He had a really great draw, a really great hand. Yes, I know, and I don't have any of my removal. I could just remove that Pride Mate from the game. Let's see. Ill-Gotten does 1 damage each opponent, you gain 1 life. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah, I know. It's very frustrating. I hate this Ill-Gotten Inheritance card. All right, well, let's see what I can do. Let me draw mana. All right, I can do something here because hopefully he decides to block again with that Orator and I can kill it and deal with one of the things. Yay. So, I'll survive. His Order will die. 1 less way for him to gain life. But his soul menders are still getting him life like crazy. I know, I see that. Yes, and I have no way to block of stopping this right now. So he's going to get that free 9 damage. Make it 11 damage. 10 plus that one. I really need my Convoke card to remove him from the game. Whenever another creature is in the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life. Well, okay. That's not as bad as gaining 1 life for him. But yeah, you see how this Pridemate gets really annoying really fast. I can't do anything about it. It's going to come and do 10 damage to me. What's really bad is when you get a card on him that gives him lifelink. That's really annoying. So he just took away half my life in 1 hit. That sucks. However, I might be okay. As long as from this point on I can just start pumping out 1/1 soldiers. I really wish I had 2 of these Vanguards and I can make 2 of these 1/1 soldiers. I can tell you that this game is going to come down to a nail biter. We'll see what he can do. I don't know what it's waiting on him for. See if he wants to tap or something. Do I have another guy that's just waiting? Alright. I'm not going to attack with this knight. If I'm lucky, he'll block with the Corpse Knight. I'll pull that same trick again. Doesn't look like he's going to. Touche. He's very smart. Yes, I know. I'm doing 1 damage and he's gaining life back faster than I can deal with it. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do here. My plan is hold on until I get something better. Like, I'm definitely not going to let that 13 go through, but he's going to hit me for 2, so. Awesome. Gosh, dang. Yep. No, this is a smart deck he's got here. This is a smart deck. I wish I had something I could do about it. But I'm just not drawing the things I need. Like Cosmotronic Wave would be fine to get rid of those Soul Menders, but that's not going to help me at this point. Especially not for the damage it's going to do. I don't have enough to play the actual intervention. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess I can now. Let's play intervention. Deals 3 damage to a target. Let's get rid of that 8th airless before. Well, that was smart of them. Jeez. Which means now I can't even. I was hoping I could kill it. I can't even kill it. Good game. What is he talking about? He doesn't have me. Don't good game me yet. If I draw my card that destroys all creatures. You don't have me. You're doing 7 damage, boy. Probably going to lose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see what I draw here. I'm either going to draw something that's going to save me or not. He got really lucky. I mean, he got everything he needed for that combo in his opening hand, or he drew into it right away. And I got a mountain. So it's a little late in the game. I'm going to play this just to play it. But there's nothing I can do. He's got me. I see him like, what is he doing? He's like trying to figure out what is going to happen. Like, why is he even doing any of this? Just because I don't like those Soul Menders. That's literally the only reason. Because I'm cool. I mean, this is Jeremy Howard. This is why you would do it. Because there's no point. I drew nothing. Like, I didn't get any of my removals. So, that's fine. That's fine. It's all good. It's all good. I don't mind. I'm going to get that last card. I'll probably play a couple more games. I don't want the stream to go too long, though. Like, we like to be about an hour. So that was a great show. I really am actually happy with that deck. I think next week we'll talk more about how to build a deck, what goes into deck building, and I'll probably build a deck live on the stream. However, I did earn a pack. So let's open that pack really quick and see. Now, I actually have 2. So Ravnica Allegiance is one of the older sets, but it's still legal. So maybe I drew something that I could really use here. That's not bad. I don't think I'll use any of these cards in the deck, but Only because the deck I'm building now, I want it to carry on well into 2020. And that Ravnica set is the next set to drop since Throne came out. So, all right, let's see. Oh, some wild cards. I actually like getting wild cards because I can spend them on whatever I want. Some people don't like those wild cards. So, Kyle says vote here for live deck building. I like that action. Ooh, okay. The Hushbringer. That's pretty good. Creatures entering the battlefield or dying don't cause abilities to trigger. That counters so many other cards in this format right now. It almost makes building a white deck worth it. I don't know what I'm going to build next time. I did a live draft last week. I will do a live draft in the future. Can't believe this is already episode 4. Thank you guys for watching, for commenting. We're growing and people are seem to be enjoying the format. So I'd like to do things a little more interesting. I'd like to start giving away things and things like that as we try to grow our audience. So thank you all for being here on the ground floor, coming in every Monday to watch and play some Magic. I'd love to play against you guys, so I think we'll probably do a contest at some point. We'll have somebody come on. We'll actually play one-on-one on Magic Monday, so that'll be pretty exciting as well. So again, thank you guys for watching, commenting, coming in here to watch. Catch us on Wednesday for our live Wednesday at noon Eastern. We're going to be playing a Mool from Stronghold Games, which is a card drafting game. And if you missed it, check out our channel because Kira and Jeremy just got back from Essen and they brought a ton, like 50 something games that they have from Essen, and they go through on the live stream and just talk about the games and go through the games. So if you want to see what the hotness is right now, be sure to watch that live stream. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys on Wednesday or right here next Monday. All right, see you.